Well, it's Smoking with the Blind Guy, the Blind Guy Story. I guess because we've had so many new people and so many people starting to subscribe and listen to Smoking with the Blind Guy, I've been asked a couple times by a couple people what my story is. Well, first of all, my story is, I was born in a little Saudi back in 1950. Oh, never mind, that's the other story. We won't talk about that. That's in the forward of a couple books I wrote. Anyway, one of them is no longer out and about, but it used to be called How to Legally Beat and Cheat the IRS. And yes, I used to get audited every year because of that book. And I kept beating them. So now they've left me alone again for a while. Anyway, I'm also the guy who does Red Fridays every Friday. Remember Everyone Deployed? I've started it over 8 years ago and have only missed 3 Fridays in 8 years now. So support the troops and all of that. Let's see. Probably some of you have noticed that since May 1st, there's been even less and less and less of me and more fuzziness. But yeah, well, I've lost 82 pounds now as of today since May 1st and continue to down. Somebody asked me how much are I going to lose. Am I going to lose a ton? I wish, because there wouldn't be anything left, but I probably got another 100 pounds I want to lose. So that's off to there. Somebody wanted to know about some of the stuff that's on my shirts. Well, what's on this shirt is part of my business shirts. As you can see, it's Blind Guy symbol. It is I Spy Cigars, your secret's safe with us. That's our name and our motto. And yes, I'm in the process of opening a shop and lounge here in Levine, Arizona, about a mile from my house. On top of that, we're part owners and actually have our own private blend cigars that are not available in the United States yet, unless I've given it to you as a gift or a test or something like that I privately blended. It took 3 years to do. I've been smoking cigars over 47 years now. I started on the back of the tractor with my grandpa. So, anyway, also, if you notice, somebody said, well, where'd you get all them fedoras and hats and all that other stuff that you got out there? Well, as you can see, I have some over here on this wall, and I have a few, I've got to redo this, a few more over here on this wall. And yes, there's 3 rows of 5. And one of the ones missing right over here somewhere is the one I'm wearing. I did just shy of 25 years in between active duty and reserve, and I'm on the permanent medical retirement list, as when I got out and retired in 97, I ended up completing the blindness that I got, and they said it was service connected, and the VA rated me at 100%. Yes, I am blind, partially deaf. I have Lyrica ear pieces in right now that you replace every 90 days, but I think I'm going to get rid of them because I'm not really enjoying them. I have pins in both ankles, both knees, an artificial hip, an artificial shoulder, and for those that don't know, yep, it moves because it's on pins, part of a full metal plate in the head. Got a few knife wounds, a few bullet holes, and I served the last end of Vietnam, Panama, Grenada, Desert Storm. Then I finally got smart enough and retired in 97. Anyway, you wanted to know my cigar story. Well, like I said, I've been smoking cigars for over 47 years. I know this is going to really tick a few people off, but like this one, which is a Gurkha Vintage Shaggy, I have at least 2 Gurkhas a day. Yes, I smoke between 5 and 7, sometimes 7 to 10, depending upon my day cigars. I also had a doctor give me a prescription for at least 5 to 7 cigars a day, and he said it helped lower my blood pressure, which it did. Also, to help lower the blood pressure, 3 ounces of good scotch or bourbon a day, and believe it or not, he wrote a prescription for that. And it works, because I'm staying off the other kind of meds. So, I also use that for pain, because I also have a chronic back. There's the old joke of that I went in the Army, I was 6'2" and jumped out of perfectly good airplanes for the first 2 years. And then they finally came and told me I could use a parachute. That's why I'm 5'10" now. Or as my wife says, 5'8" on a good day if I'm standing straight. No, I'm 5'10", I think, but I have compressed discs and they're not hitting too well. So, anyway, out there, cigar-wise, I am an ambassador in Arizona for Cigar Rights of America. For a year and a half, I was a Gurkha ambassador for the Gurkha brand of cigars. I still love them. I still like them. I would love to go back to being that, because I really know there's some awesome cigars. Not everybody likes them, but there's a whole story behind that too that we'll go into sometime. My military jobs included infantry, reconnaissance, armored reconnaissance. Then when they told me a one-eyed guy couldn't fight and shoot because I'd lost one of them in the military, the left one, and I was told that, so they put me into logistics. But because of my background, I got to work in some wonderful places like the Skunk Work and a whole bunch of other places with ABCs and DEFs in their names. So, let's see. Part of my background, being that it was classified, is still classified. I got to go places. I've been in 33 foreign countries and all 50 states 3 times, and a lot of people haven't even been 5 miles from their house. So if it wasn't for the military, I wouldn't have got to see half of it. And of the 33 foreign countries, about 9 of them or 10 of them I found out now don't even exist, because they either split up, changed their name, got dissolved, got absorbed into something else. Needless to say. Did a lot of time in West Germany, on the East German, West German border, Fulda Gap, with the reconnaissance groups. Did some stuff in Moscow. Got to cover the Pacific area as the Inspector General Liaison for the Pacific Command. That was a fun duty out of Alaska. And I tell you what, we kind of were all over, including our deployments in Southeast Asia, Grenada, Panama, Desert Storm. Had a riot when I was in Germany. Loved my special assignment to Tokyo, and even had some more fun though when I was stationed at the Pentagon and then stationed at the White House. So anyway, that's the blind guy. Yes, I am 100% blind. I do see light and dark in the right eye, but not all the time can I see shadows and stuff, depending on how bright the light is. And if you do this, I'm not going to see you anyhow. So John Cena, I got one up on you. I can't see you even if I tried. Anyway, Monday and Tuesday nights right now are High Holy nights in our house. That's WWE, because I also have a PhD in accounting, an MBA in finance, and an MS in biochemistry and nutrition, along with the sundry other degrees. I used to run a tax business. I've had 5 businesses in my life. I've sold them all off. That's why I'm doing now my cigar business. And we're going to continue to grow that and move that, but we want it perfected. We want it our way. And, you know, we sometimes have to fight the good fight to get there. Anyway, out there, it doesn't want to always work the way you want to. So, you know, when you're blind, you got to have an earpiece in, because I have an earpiece that I wear in each ear. One lets me listen to my computer, the other one lets me listen to the phone when it comes up. So, with that said, I got back to Arizona. I went to high school here in Scottsdale. I was born in Michigan, but we came out here because of my mother's health. Then took off for the military. I got back here. I met my current wife in a widowers group online back in New Mexico in 2005. We've been married since July of 2005, and we moved back. We went from New Mexico there to move back to Iowa, and then in 2015 she retired from University of Iowa, got herself a job with A.T. Stills University as the Director of Research Grants and Development, which she does right now. And we moved into this house in August of 2015 and have been there since, and the money pit just keeps swallowing it up. Now we're actually improving things, cleaning it up, fixing it up, all that kind of good stuff. Had my office built back in September of 2016. It's been an awesome place to come out here, relax, and enjoy a cigar anytime I want. So, I don't know what else you want for a story. Yes, I'm a certified blender. Yes, I'm a certified tobaccoist. And yes, I love cigars. I promote cigars. My main theme of cigars is one man's dog rocket is another man's favorite. You never badmouth a guy's cigar. You always say, hey, it doesn't fit my flavor palette. But my biggest gripe is some of you guys buy 1 or 2 cigars and never try anything else in your life. That's why you should join a Cigar a Month club somewhere and enjoy something different once in a while. Other than that, that's Dr. Robin Rushlow, Hey You Blind Guy, Dr. Blind Guy, and a few other names I won't repeat. I've got some good friends that call me some other names, Kippy, Martin. But, see, I also drink coffee all day long. Big Bubba. Somebody said, why don't you edit your videos? I said, it's me. I'm not PC. I don't care. I'm old enough to been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and if you don't like it, hit the road, snowflake. So, that's just the way it goes, Buttercup. Suck it up. So, that's the blind guy. That's the blind guy story. Glad you were here to listen. Glad to hear if you didn't listen. If you got another question, leave it in the comment section. But in between, enjoy your Gurkhas. Nah. This is a Gurkha Vintage Shaggy. I've had that in my humidor now for 5 years, so I decided to bring it out and enjoy. Yes, I have 52 different fedoras and probably have, let's see, last count was 26 fedoras that match at least one shirt of the same color in my closet. So, in the meantime, stay tuned to Smoking with the Blind Guy. And if you ever want to see the political rants, that's over on Dr. Blind Guy at YouTube also. That's a different channel. And yes, I don't hold back. And that's why here I get very, very seldom in Smoking with the Blind Guy will I get too political. I might get PC, tell you get a job, go to work, quit being a snowflake, get your blank together. So that's just how it goes. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. If you don't like it, that's just the way it is. Anyway, out there in Cigar Land, thank you much. Have a good one. Talk to you later. And remember, smoke what you like what you smoke, and above all, kick some ash.